I'm going to answer that question in a twofold way. I often tell people in the context of marriage that you can often tell how much God loves you by the woman that He sends to be your wife. But by the same token, I often say you can often tell how much God loves you by the people that He sends to mentor you on your life journey. The people that He sends to you are often a window into who you are tasked with being and becoming. And when you have a grace and you have a leaning, and then you have somebody who's in front of you as an example of what is possible, what a glorious thing. What a really amazing thing. And so when I look at mentors, I often have a lot of people come up to me in my own journey and say, please mentor me. And I realize a lot of times they don't actually know what they're asking for. But what I've determined to do in my case with my mentors is be willing to serve, be willing to learn, to be willing to add value to their lives, to have no expectation in terms of remuneration or anything like that, to actually go into the relationship with the specific objective of making their lives better and easier. And so what I would do, for example, with the man who was my first mentor, the very first person who mentored me in business, I was determined to learn, to glean, to grow from his example. And I was also prepared to recognize that my mentors weren't necessarily going to be perfect men. They weren't necessarily going to be perfect people. I wasn't looking for perfection. But what I was looking for is I was looking for people who could help to push me in the right direction. And I'd learn from them and sometimes chew the meat and spit the bones. But I would also be their biggest advocate. I would never be the person who would be caught talking negatively about them. I would always be their biggest advocate. I would always bless them. And in fact, one of the declarations that I have in my book of declarations is, I bless my teachers past and present. All of them. Some of them were mentors and they taught me how not to do things. Others were mentors and taught me specifically how to do things. But all of them helped me on my journey. And it would be remiss of me to ever say I've arrived here by myself. I abhor the concept of the self-made man. He doesn't exist. He's a figment of imagination. We are all a product of our mentors. We're all a product of those who went before us. We're all a product of those who have helped us in one way or another, significant or insignificantly, but each one has contributed to us getting to where we need to get to. So I love my mentors. I appreciate them. I acknowledge them the best way I know how. And even for those who are mentoring me today, if they ask me to do anything, I drop everything that I'm doing and I focus on making sure that I fulfill their assignment. I want to make their lives easier because they've been such a blessing to me.